Hello people, in this video we want to understand this topic HLA. What is HLA? Human leukocyte antigen. So in the exam they will give you this topic, human leukocyte antigen. So you will have to write the same thing, major histocompatibility complex, MHC. Current name is this. Okay, earlier they thought that these antigens are present only on WBCs, so they called it as human leukocyte antigen, but it is present on many other cells, these antigens. Hence they have called it as major histocompatibility complex. So basically you would have heard this a lot in organ transplant, isn't it? So two people have to be a HLA match, etc. So basically on cell surfaces there are some antigens. Okay, so from where are these antigens coming? So from chromosome 6. Okay, so from chromosome 6 short arm you can see there is this HLA region, guys. This HLA region, there's class 2, class 3, class 1. See, 3 is like a kebab mein haddi sitting in between 1 and 2. The main thing you have to remember here is this DR. Okay, this DR for renal. So remember renal R, right? So remember this is a very important one. Okay, HLA DR. They will talk about this a lot in kidney transplantation. Okay, so now that you have understood the basics, so this is the human leukocyte antigen genes. What are these? The human leukocyte antigen genes. Human leukocyte antigen genes, or GENES, or you can call it as major histocompatibility complex. Complex is nothing but these genes. Okay, so what is complex? Complex, if they ask you, you will say it is nothing but a group of genes which code for the set of the host cell surface molecules. So this will be a cell on the surface, some molecules, cell surface, some molecules. So who is coding for that? These genes. What are those genes called as? HLA genes or major histocompatibility complex. Okay, so almost all cells will have this. Okay, earlier they found where in WBC, so they named it as HLA, but not only leukocyte, all other cells have. So every individual, one thing they're saying is each individual has unique identification marker. The MHC molecules serve as unique identification marker for every individual. Which is the identification marker? You are very unique. Okay, you are very unique. I am very unique. Okay, so who is helping in us being unique? The MHC molecules, which are where on the cell surface. Now, for a transplant to happen, both these people, the donor and the recipient should have less difference in this genes, in the genes you should have, in this MHC gene sequence, you should have less difference so that the antigens will be less different. Okay, so look at this, guys. They will ask you this, you'll have to explain in the exam. So in this genes, what and all you have regions, some clusters they are saying. You have region 1, okay, or class 1, ABC. That is as simple as ABC, but they're going like this. ABC looks like. Oh, A, B. Always kebab mein haddis are there. See here. 3 is between 1 and 2. It's not in the sequence. And then C is between A and B. Okay. So, just remember class 1 has ABC. And then class 2. 2 has PQR. Oh yeah. This P, this Q, this R. So, PQR is in 2. And what about 3, guys? 3 is kebab mein haddi, like we told you, in the middle of 1 and 2 it is there. It has some crazy things, C, D, F and all that. What is it? Complement factors looks like. So it is not involved in antigen presentation. This one is not involved in antigen presentation. Instead it carries genes that code for complement factors and tumor necrosis factor and some steroid 21 hydrolysis. So if you can understand that, good. But just remember class 1 ABC, class 2 PQR. Okay, that much you remember for examination sake. Okay. Looks like, guys, this is nothing. These things are not just associated with organ transplant, etc. It is there are some diseases which are associated with HLA alleles also. Like we spoke to you about DR, right? Look at this DR. DR, they have talked about DR4 rheumatoid arthritis, insulin dependent diabetes mellitus, systemic lupus erythematosus, Goodpasture syndrome. So it's not just about organ transplant, okay? There can be diseases associated with HLA alleles. Mainly, you can remember this one, guys, ankylosing spondylitis, okay? Ankylosing spondylitis, HLA-B27. So, allele has been associated with increased susceptibility to certain diseases. So, they are talking about HLA-B27 for ankylosing spondylitis. So, HLA-B27 is strongly associated with ankylosing spondylitis. So, if you are expressing this allele, then you are susceptible to this disease. It is 90 times higher risk than those who are not expressing this allele, okay? So, if you are expressing this, where is this B27? Let us see, HLA-B27, where can I find? It must be in the first part, right? Because B is here. So, where is B27? So, if you are expressing that allele, then you will be having more chance of getting ankylosing spondylitis. Now, just look at this. What determines the expression of MHC? So, regulation of MHC expression. So, why would you express something and why somebody else wouldn't express it? It is because of some transcription factors. Okay, back to those days of reading about DNA transcription, translation, etc. And then coming to cytokines, which can also influence, like the interferon, gamma, interleukin 4, etc. Steroids, prostaglandins. So these decrease the expression of MHC2, the class 2 molecules. Okay. Viral infections. So all this will either help in expression or suppression of something. Okay, if you want the details, hope you have understood this. Now, look at if there's a molecule, okay, how will it look? So, let's look at this. MHC class 1 molecule means what will be there in it? There will be one alpha chain, okay, and a beta 2 microglobulin, okay. So, there is a glycoprotein and then there is some non-glycosylated 12kDa protein. Wow. So, just let's look at the diagram and let's see. This is a class 1 molecule that they have shown here. Guys, are you able to see? It's not very clear maybe for you. The quality of the image. Class 1 molecule here, class 2 molecule here. Class 1 is that ABC, isn't it? And class 2 is that PQR. What do you say? So, there are some alpha units and beta unit. I can see an alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 here, and there's a beta microglobulin like they said. So, this entire thing seems to be continuous. Right? See, it is sitting on the cell membrane. We told you, right? On the cell, there will be some molecules. So, this is one of the molecule, class 1 molecule. And here, there's a class 2 molecule sitting. So, this has alpha 1, alpha 2, beta 1 and beta 2. Okay, guys, so this is the structure of MHC molecules. Guys, this is very huge to understand, guys. Just look at this. Here, we know that here there is ABC, right? That much we know, that there is ABC here, right? So, there's a B here. So, HLA-B is here. But again, here there is a B1, B2, B3. What is this? Again, B. Anyway, so we have understood that class 1 ABC, class 2 PQR. And what else? Class 3 codes for some complements and tumor necrosis factor and some steroids, something we saw. And these are the molecules which are sitting on the cell membrane, which are made by those genes. What do these do? These are supposed to do some peptide. They have some peptide groove, antigen peptide groove. See, they have written here peptide. There's a binding cleft, they are saying. Okay. So, this is formed between these domains, alpha, beta, etc. Here between alpha and alpha only it's there. Here it is between alpha and beta looks like. So this is the important thing, that peptide groove, this word is important. So what do these MHC molecules do? Guys, focus here and look for the answer. What do these MHC molecules do? They are involved in antigen processing. They are involved in what? In processing the antigen, and they will present it to what? They will present this antigen to T cells, T lymphocytes, to to T lymphocytes, they will present the antigen. Who's going to accept the antigen and decide whether to attack or not? The lymphocyte is going to receive the antigen from whom this molecule's job is to present this antigen to T lymphocyte. Okay, I think that is why they check the lymphocytes between the donor and the recipient. So guys, that is why what they do is before giving a kidney to you, they will give you immune suppression. Why? Because you can see here the regulation of MHC expression. If you take steroid or prostaglandin, it will decrease the expression of these molecules. So what will happen? See here, corticosteroids and prostaglandins decrease. So it will decrease the, see here, corticosteroid, prostaglandin, they decrease the expression. So what will happen? Your immunity will be suppressed. You will not likely reject the organ which is being given to you. Okay, so that is the hope. So that is it about MHC, guys. That is why they do this match, because this is very important for accepting the organ. So major histocompatibility complex, you have understood. It is nothing but HLA or human leukocyte antigen was the previous word, because they thought that these antigens are found only on WBCs. But now that they saw many cells have these antigens, that's why they're calling it as major histocompatibility complex. Because for accepting something which is not yours, you will have to be compatible with this antigen. Okay, so that is why it's a major histocompatibility complex. On the cell surface, these molecules will be there. Okay, that MHC molecules. How are these molecules coming on your cells? That is because on chromosome 6 short arm, you have the HLA region which has class 1, that is ABC, class 2, that is PQR, and class 3 has some complements and tumor necrosis factor and steroids which it can code for. So these proteins, the class 1 protein and the class 2 molecules, basically these will be on your cell surface. So on most cells you will have these molecules, okay, so which will do the job of presenting the antigen to the lymphocytes and starting the immune response. So each individual will have a unique identification marker, that is you have unique identification marker, that is MHC molecules. I have unique identification marker, that is MHC molecules. If I have to donate for you, we will have to match some amount of these molecules. Okay, and if this is not only about organ transplant, there are some HLA alleles, that is if you express HLA B27, then you are more prone to getting ankylosing spondylitis. If you are expressing DR4, you can get rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, Goodpasture syndrome, insulin dependent diabetes mellitus. Why people get? Because probably they are expressing DR3, DR4 looks like, right? And this is what they are saying. It's all about your immune response of your body. So regulation of MHC expression. So you saw that steroids and prostaglandins will decrease the expression of these MHC molecules. That is why they give steroids before giving an organ transplant to suppress the immunity. Okay, then the class molecules, how they look, right? We saw class 1 molecule, how it looks, and how class 2 molecule, how it looks. So we'll just show you the photo again. You can see the class 1 molecule here, guys. Class 1 molecule, class 2 molecule, and these have some alpha and beta units. And in the middle, you can see that there is some peptide binding cleft where the antigen has to bind, and the, let's make antigen as red, and this antigen will be presented to whom? To the lymphocyte, T lymphocyte to be very specific, right? So this is the job of this. So what it will do, it will take everything, think it is antigen, present, plot of immune response, right? That's it, guys. I hope you have understood something in this video on major histocompatibility complex. Bye bye.